Hey everybody, my name is Leanna Martens. I'm going to take you through this week's Edmonton and area market stats for August 9th to August 15th. And I'm going to include sold numbers so you know exactly what you can expect to pay. My name is Leanna Martens, and guess what? Today is my birthday, so thanks for celebrating with me. I'm a local Edmonton real estate agent, and I produce 2 videos a week, so make sure you subscribe below so you don't miss any more of my content. I would consider watching all the way through because what's unique about my market stat videos is at the end I always include what I think you care about the most, which is new home inventory, and I give you the sold numbers so you know exactly what you will be paying if you purchase new home inventory. And I like to take you on a little property tour so it gives you an idea of what the actual value is for what you pay. Now, if you are considering a relocation, you can email, call my team anytime. That's exactly what we do. So just go into the description. Our information is there. And without any further ado, let's get into the week of August 9th to August 15th's Edmonton and area market stats. Okay, so this is where I always start. This is the week of August 9th to August 15th. And I'm just going to go through the general stats, which is always going to be sales, average price, new listings, median price. So right now, our unit sales are up. So the last 2 weeks that I've published, the sales were actually down. And that was because a lot of people were on vacation. And it wouldn't surprise me, actually, people were still on vacation. But our sales are up 24% from last week. And the average price is down 4%. So that's actually significant enough to notice. So our sales are up and our listings are up. Listings are up 14%. So what that's still telling us is actually it's still a seller's market because you've still got your sales outpacing inventory that's getting put on the market, which does have an upward pressure in prices. So you don't see that from this graph, but it's going to depend on the segment of the market that we're looking at: single family, duplex, row home, or townhouse condominiums. So our median price is $358. Okay, so you know that I always start when I transition into new home inventory. So now we are looking at new home inventory. That was Edmonton overall, and this is now transitioning into Edmonton and surrounding area, because anybody considering a relocation, it's not just Edmonton. You're always looking at all of your options and trying to get an idea of what's the best decision. So that's why I always include this, because basically what you end up bartering with is your time for money, meaning that you could choose to move out of the city. Let's say Spruce Grove, for example, if you were to work in the West End, and it would just cost you in time. So you will save in cash. So you might save about $50,000 on average to move out and get a home in Spruce Grove or a home in Leduc or a home in Beaumont, because land value is less there. So therefore that savings gets transferred onto the buyer. But then what you end up the cost to you is then in commute time. So you just got to determine what's most important. And then obviously kids' schools and things like that. So I include all of this information to help you make an informed decision. And I like to start with this map. So this week, we only have one infill that's this 20 right here, but the rest of these are all out. So bear with me. This always happens. And all I literally have to do is move the cursor and it moves. I didn't even do it. So, all new land is being purchased outside of the Anthony Henday or very close to it. And that's why you see this. And that's why I like to show you visually where those sales are. So now I'm going to move into the specifics of the numbers of the sales, and then I'm going to take you on a home tour. So here's the sales data. So Edmonton overall, the average price point for Edmonton was $557 at 97% sold to list price. So this is important for you guys to understand. This is how much money the builder actually got, what they got, not necessarily what they listed. So they got 97% of the list price on average. Now you can see that it's different. The lowest is 91% and it goes all the way up to 102%, but that's the overall average. In Leduc, our price points are down. Looks like they were probably selling half duplex, one single family in there. The average price point there is $442 and a 98% sales to list price ratio. Leduc County, 96% at $395, and Spruce Grove, $508 and 95%. That's low, guys. It's just because there's one with a really low sold to list. That's an outlier, 100%. at 88%. So something's up with that. There'll be a story. And then the overall sold to list price ratio is 97% that builders got. And the price is $536,000 to give you an average. Property tour time. So let's take you on a tour of this Charlesworth single family detached home. This is a unique one because they built up. So it's 1,800 square feet, listed at $459, sold for $455. And it does what is super unique and noteworthy is that the double attached garage, I still don't understand with looking at these photos where it is, because it's not evidence. It's not the way that they're normally built. They're zero lot line homes, so they're narrow and they are long. And it's because that's a way that the builder is able to maximize, really it's the developer and the builders are able to maximize how many homes they're able to put on that land. So how they've designed these for light is they can only put windows at the front and at the back. So they have over maximized that to make up for the fact that they cannot put windows along the sides. So neither of these, and that's because the homes are so close, and that's the bylaws for these newer communities. So it has 2 bedrooms up and it has a bedroom in the basement. This is an ensuite. One of the bedrooms they made an office. There's your walk-in entry, so you can see it really is just built vertically straight up. And it's very similar to like an infill, like we call them skinnies in more central Edmonton that are built in the mature neighborhoods. So you can see how much they've really compensated in putting those abundance of windows at the front and at the end. But in terms of a value, I think this is really going to be preference because the price point here is fantastic to have a double attached garage. I really want to make that point. So I hope you enjoyed that tour. Thanks for hanging out with me and watching all the way through. I hope that you got good value for the time that you spent, and I'm grateful for it. I really like to go through the information that I think is most relevant to you, which is new home inventory, and I want to help you understand the difference, the locations, the prices, and the styles. So I would love to hear from you as well. Make sure that you put comments below and let me know what you want to see more of, and I'll do that. And subscribe below so you don't miss any more of my content. And if you're considering a relocation, you know you can get a hold of me and my team anytime. Just go into the description of this video. All of my stats and info is there. And the last thing that you might be interested in is if you are wanting to know what's my relocation stage, if you didn't know, you have one. Go into my YouTube banner and click on that link, what's my relocation stage, and you can find out. So thanks so much for watching. I loved hanging out with you on my birthday. It's now time for me to go have some birthday cake with my family, and I will see you in the next video.